Hi guys! So today I am going to be filming my BookTube-A-Thon TBR list. If you are unaware of what BookTube-A-Thon is, I will put links down in the drop box so you can check out some of Ariel's videos and maybe join BookTube-A-Thon for yourself. With that being said, let's get started. So there are a series of reading challenges that go along with BookTube-A-Thon. The first challenge is to read a book and watch the movie adaptation. And I've seen the movie adaptation of this book, but I wasn't aware that there was a book, so now I'm going to read the book and then rewatch the movie. And the book that I will be reading for this portion of the challenge is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I am super excited to finally get this book off of my TBR shelf and into my hands and read it. Also, look at the cover art. Look at it. Look at it. It is beautiful. I am super excited to read this book and super excited to see how it compares to the movie. The next book that I will be using for a challenge deals with the challenge of reading a book with red on the cover. And the book that I will be reading that has red on the cover is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I picked this book up not too terribly long ago, wasn't anticipating on reading it soon, but I realized that a lot of the books that I have with red on them, I've read already. So we're going to pick up one that I haven't read and get it off my TBR shelf and hopefully fly through this one and maybe pick up the next book. The next challenge for BookTube-A-Thon is one that might cripple me a little bit in the process of trying to complete all of these challenges for BookTube-A-Thon, and that is to start and finish a series. I picked up a series that has some novellas scattered throughout it, but I decided that for BookTube-A-Thon I will be reading the two main books in this series, and those are Clipped Wings by Helena Hunting and Inked Armor by Helena Hunting, and these are the two adult books that will be in my TBR pile for the BookTube-A-Thon challenge. The next book that I will be reading will knock out two of the BookTube-A-Thon challenges, the first of which will be to read a book with pictures, whether that be graphic novel, or manga, or a book with random illustrations in it, and the book that I chose for this is a graphic novel, and it is Sandman Volume 2 by Neil Gaiman. I read Volume 1 a while ago and fell in love with it. It is creepy as heck, but I loved it. So we're going to keep reading, and we're going to finish Volume 2. Hopefully, maybe I'll get to Volume 4 during BookTube-A-Thon. We shall see. This book also knocks out the challenge of reading a book from a genre that you don't normally read or haven't read a lot of during 2014. Since this book falls under horror and mythology, I'm going to pick it up as that part of the challenge, as I have read literally no horror books during my 2014 reading span. So we're going to start on my horror books with another Sandman volume. The last challenge that I will be tackling, and the last challenge that is part of BookTube-A-Thon's reading challenges, is to have a book picked off your shelf by one of your friends. This was probably the most frightening portion of the BookTube-A-Thon challenges, as I really enjoy being in control of my TBR pile, mostly because I know what mood I'm in for reading. My friends, not so much. So I sent my friend Lizzie pictures of all of my books before they were organized in my lovely new bookshelf. There were a lot of piles, and she picked a book from the pile, and that is the book that I shall use, and that book is Garden of Shadows by V.C. Andrews. This book is part of the Flowers in the Attic series, and it is the prequel to the rest of the series. I have read all of the other portions of the series, except for this one. I believe this one focuses more on the grandmother and grandfather, and I am very excited that out of all of the books she could have chosen, she picked this one, because it was gonna be on August's TBR anyways. I hope you guys enjoy my TBR picks for BookTube-A-Thon. There are also video challenges that go along with this, so I will be posting lots of new videos and vlogs for you guys and get more involved in that side of things. I would love to see your BookTube-A-Thon TBR picks if you are participating, so link them down in the comments section down below, and I will definitely check those out. Bye, guys!